Good morning, Taurus. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is crooked. Hold on. This one is going to be for July 7th, which is Monday, through Thursday, July 10th. I will be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings and get y'all through your weekend, okay? That is kind of the whole situation. We're just going to pull cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about or what he wants to bring up, or whatever, what they want to bring up. How's that? And then we'll figure out what they're saying, okay? All right, let's see. This one's going to be for my Tauruses. So we've got Taurus, Taurus, Tauruses. All right, folks, let's see. What are we getting? We're starting with the King of Pentacles. All right, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. And then I've got the Two of Wands. So this is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Magician, the Page of Swords, and the King of Wands. In the near future, we are looking at the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower. All right, bottom of the deck for this reading is the Devil. So what this says is that the undercurrent to this entire reading has something to do with an obsession or an addiction. It has something to do with the negative energy that it feels like you are somehow attached to, either directly or by proxy. I don't know, but we will see. Okay, the card at the center of your read is actually the Page of Swords. Very popular card in that position today, but anyways, Page of Swords. From almost every direction is playing into the equation. I don't know if this is that you are keeping your eye on somebody or somebody is keeping tabs on you. I feel as though somebody is keeping tabs on you. You've caught somebody's eye and they're definitely trying to see what you're doing. They're trying to see what you're going to do next, right? So they know how they can react to that, I guess. All right, let's see how this all plays in. We're going to start with the recent past or your backstory. I have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Wands. So here in your recent past, the Wheel of Fortune appears to be spinning in your favor, whether it felt like it or not. You are firmly placed right here in boss energy, okay? You're standing in your masculine, male or female, doesn't matter. It's an energy, okay? But you are definitely standing in your masculine, and not just your masculine, but you are like the mini emperor. So you are standing in boss energy. You're not really up too much for compromise. You're not making any crazy erratic moves. You're very stable, very secure, very abundant, very much so in control, okay? That's how you're presenting here in the recent past. There was some sort of a Two of Wands, meaning that you were at a fork in the road and needed to make a decision. I have no doubt that as the King of Pentacles, you made whatever decision needed to be made. And even if you made the wrong decision as the King of Pentacles, you double down on it. You're going to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? They're not somebody who's really going to be too quick to admit they made a mistake or switch sides. That's not the King of Pentacles. Okay, that would be a different king, not that one. So you were very, very, what do you call that? Rigid in your thinking, positive about whatever you believed. Okay, that's your backstory. Now we go into the current. Currently, I have you with the Magician, the Page of Swords, and the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands on the other side, on the other hand, that's a different story here, right? So, why did you switch up? Why are you being the King of Wands now? Magician, you are manifesting something. You're manifesting a King of Wands? What are you manifesting? Hold on. Okay, Eight of Swords. Okay, so as the Magician, you have the ability to manifest the life that you want. With the Page of Swords, you are looking for some sense of clarity. I still think somebody's keeping tabs on you, but you're looking for a sense of clarity here. You're trying to figure something out. Next, we have the King of Wands. So this is somebody who is charismatic, natural-born leader, somebody who really doesn't want to be tied down. So maybe this is the overall feeling that you have. Maybe that's why people are watching you, trying to figure out what you're doing, because you're not falling into line with what they expect you to be. Maybe you don't want to be tied down right now. Maybe you want to go live out some sort of sense of adventure for a minute. Maybe you've had enough of all the conservative type stuff. Maybe you're ready to go live a little on the wild side. I don't know. Possibly. It does feel right here that you are trying to manifest something quite different from what you're used to. So everything up here in the top line is very beige, for lack of a better way to put it. It's very conservative, very, okay, which that's fine. That's great. Somebody has to do it, right? That's perfect. But it looks like right here, maybe you have decided that you want to see if there's something else out there. You want to see if there's something else to life than what you'd already established. That's what I'm picking up on here. So you're trying to manifest a different way of being, at least temporarily, is what it looks like. Okay, fine. So now we're going to go into the near future. Near future, I have 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, so 8 of Swords would say that you are definitely up in your head, trying to, I don't know, trying to sift through occurrences in your life. You're going with the, coulda, shoulda, woulda, what ifs, whatever. You're just stuck. It's like you're not making any motion forward because you're too stuck thinking about everything, okay? Almost renders you stagnant because you're too stuck in your head. They say it's being locked in a mental prison, so pretty much like that. 9 of Cups would say that you are in this mental prison because of what you now believe to be your wish fulfillment. This tells me that it must be something that you feel is against the grain, right? And don't forget, we still got the devil over here as the undercurrent. So what did you do here, Taurus? Did you go out to live on the wild side and get caught up? So now you don't want to go back to being conservative, or you can't figure out how to reconcile the two? You can't figure out how to reconcile something because we have a tower falling over here. This, for lack of a better way to put this, almost seems like somebody who has it all. They've worked hard, they have it all, and all of a sudden they're going through a midlife crisis and they're ready to throw it all away. Because they feel like they feel free when they're in this other state of being the King of Wands. So now they're ready to risk it all, and there's a tower falling. Somehow the devil is attached here, though. That's kind of scary. And then the High Priestess would tell me that there's a lot of secrets, so I feel like, are you trying to live almost a double life? Are you trying to by day be still this conservative person and then by night you're out doing craziness? Maybe with the High Priestess and the devil here, maybe. Maybe you are trying to play both sides of the street right now. I mean, as far as you are trying to appear like the church person during the day and then at night you're actually off in some strip club or I don't know, something like that. Okay, 2 of Cups on the other side. So there's a divine union on the line here, though. There's a divine union that if the secrets come out, it will be no more, is what it looks like is the problem. With the tower falling, it looks like that could be an issue. Let me see. Pull 3 more and then I got to do days of the week. All right, Taurus, I'm not sure what you got yourself into. The Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, and the Lovers. Yeah, you have managed to get yourself somehow caught up into something so that now a higher level of commitment has lost all trust in you and the situation. And then we have the Lovers on the other side, which is a situation that's laden heavily with emotion. However, right now it's surrounded by nothing but confusion and the need to make a decision. So, there you go. What do I got for Monday? I've got the Ace of Cups and Justice. Justice is preparing to play out in a situation. There's an opportunity for love here. That could be justice to you. Tuesday, I've got 7 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. This is all about walking away from something you still care about and deciding not to invest in it because you've decided to go in a different direction. Wednesday, I've got the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is all about a truth coming towards you or a truth about you coming out that leaves you feeling incredibly wounded. And Thursday, I've got the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is not you, so the Queen of Cups must be whoever the other half of this higher level of commitment is over here. This is them not going away as easily as you thought they would. They're heavily invested. They're fully invested, so they don't want to go away. They want to fight for whatever. They want to fight for the version of you that they want still, the version of you they once had, which doesn't look like it might be here anymore, like you're trying to get rid of that version. Let me see, Page of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. The Page of Cups would say that you're not really looking at all this from a grounded situation. You're not really looking at how this is going to affect you long term or affect the people that you care about. You're being very self-centered, and everybody gets a chance to do that sometimes, but I don't know if this is the right time or the right situation to do that. This seems very extreme. 4 of Pentacles, there's something here that even though you know you should, you don't want to let go of. 9 of Pentacles is you stepping into your independence. There you have it. All right, that's what I got this week, Taurus. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best week you possibly can. It just looks like you are going through a hell of a transformation here, but attached to the devil with the High Priestess, I'd be real mindful. Be very cautious, okay? Yeah, just be cautious. All right, that's what I got this week. I'll be back Wednesday for bonus readings. I'm here every morning for the daily energy check-ins if you want to come by and check those out. That'd be fun. There you go. Thank you. Take care.